Keep to what is true. Hold on to the word of God. We sing, "These are the days of Elijah," and we get excited about that. It's a great song. But what were the days of Elijah? The days of Elijah were days of apostasy. They were days when a nation was turning away from its own foundation and declaring good evil and evil good. It was calling what it once said was right is now wrong, what is wrong is right. Those who would be called heroes in times past, now they called them enemies, like Elijah. And those who would have said that they are evildoers, now it lifted them up. We are witnessing the same thing happening, calling right and wrong right. I mentioned just a few weeks ago was an election. And many believers, probably most of you who are sensitive, you sense this was a very major thing, a turning point. And it wasn't just about the election nationally, but in the states, what happened in the states of America. This election, I did a message called The Tipping Point. Just on, I believe, Friday. This is how quick. What I said a few weeks ago in that message called The Tipping Point is that once you reach that tipping point, things accelerate. That's what I said. It accelerates because that's a law of physical motion. It's a law of spirituality. Same thing. When something reaches the tipping point, things happen faster. And so what happened just this Friday is the Supreme Court, for those who didn't hear it, said we will take up the case for the first time about the issue of redefining marriage. They are taking that up. It's two major cases. And we don't know how this is going to end, but we've said it from the beginning where this is heading if God doesn't intervene from years ago. But all it will take is one decision, and it can strike down every single law in every state upholding the biblical definition of marriage. In one moment, it can happen. A turning point. I went down to my computer this morning to try to exercise a little bit. I try, and I type. And I got to work it in, and I looked, and there's an email from a member of Congress this morning to me saying that this election was a turning point and that this one is so grieved for America and that if we do not turn radically back, this nation is in danger. This is from a member of Congress. We are in these days. And Elijah looked at God and, he said, I'm the only one who's been faithful. And sometimes you feel like that. But he said, no, I have many others. I have thousands who have refused to bow their knee to Baal. And God took note of every one of them. He counted that. He took note of every one of them. And so God takes note of your being faithful to him. And when it costs you more, it's more precious to him. When it costs you more to stand and not give in and not compromise, it is more precious to him. We need to stand in love and we need to stand in truth. And the days of Elijah, we have to stay faithful. Hold on. I have kept your law. And we have to keep his ways. Psalm 134, verse 1. Behold, bless ye the Lord. Some of you know this as songs. All you servants of the Lord who stand by night in the house of the Lord. Behold, bless the Lord, all you servants of the Lord who stand by night. A special blessing for the servants of the Lord who stand by night. We have ministry of a service in the daytime, and today we have a service on Sunday. We have a service on Friday nighttime. And we have definite night ministries. We have a radio program that ends at 11 o'clock. Often people get out of this building real late. We tend to be late in many ways. These are the night servants or the night ministries, the night ministers. And so in a way, figuratively, you can call the end times the night, and those who minister in that night are the servants of the Lord who stand by night. And what it means is when you minister in the night, it's like ministering against the grain. And it says, behold, you who stand in the house of the Lord. Now, could be the priests, could be the worshipers. But we can take that as we who stand. Those who are in the end times must stand. Stand. Paul said, having done all, having put on the armor of God, having done all, stand. Stand. The last days are days of spiritual warfare. And we need the helmet. We need the breastplate. You need to put on the sandals. You need to put on the shield. Take up the shield of faith, the sword of the word. And having done all this, stand. Part of the fight is just standing. Make your stand, take your stand, stand. If you don't stand for something, it said you will fall for anything. The end times, especially, you have to stand. The Hebrew word here for stand is amad, which means also to remain, to continue, to endure, to persevere, to serve, to arise. There's a movie, some of you who are older know, it's called Cool Hand Luke. And it was a guy who was put into a chain gang in the South, and it was Paul Newman, and this big guy challenges him to a fight, and the big guy is so much stronger than him, and he knocks him down, but he gets up again, and he swings at him, and the guy knocks him down again, he gets up, swings again. And he knocks him down again, he gets up, and now he's bloody, now he can't even see straight. He swings again. The guy is now saying, stay down, stay down. But he gets up and keeps swinging and swinging till the guy finally just carries him away and puts him on a bed. There was a quality of something. The other guy was the better fighter, but he won the fight because he never stopped swinging. It's not about whether you're the best fighter. It's about standing. The quality of the end-time believer, those who remain, those who stand, those who endure, those who persevere, while others fall away. And it's not on your power, it's the grace of God, but you have to, and it doesn't mean you win everything in your life. It doesn't mean you're not going to fall. It doesn't mean you're not going to mess up. But it means the one who remains standing at the end wins. Doesn't matter if you're standing in it. And I said again, I said this on Friday night, if you fall, you get up. You fall, you get up again, and you continue the race. You fall again, you get up again, continue the race, and you keep on doing that, you're going to win the race. It's better if you don't fall, but if you fall, it doesn't matter. You get up. That's what our faith's about. It's not about the perfect walker. It's about it's about getting up. It's about rising. And who continues, he who endures. Falling doesn't make you a failure, but not getting up does. Giving up does. Those who succeed even in the world are not those who don't have failures. There are those who continued after the failure. You who continue by night. Judas and Peter both failed. Both messed up, betrayed or denied. Both of them, but one got up. And that's why you don't read about the book of Judas. You read the book of Peter because he got up. Not because he didn't sin. He got up. You rise. It's not about never